Hi, and welcome back to TK's Learning Lounge. For today's math strategy, I'm going to show you how to add fractions with unlike denominators. Now, what does that mean? So I have 5/6 plus 3/4, but we cannot solve this equation until we change our denominators, which are the bottom numbers. The top is the numerator. We cannot add them until we have like denominators in our fractions. So how do we do that? Well, we start with what's called the LCM, which is the least common multiple. So I already have written out our denominators 6 and 4, and I'm just going to write out the multiples for each of those numbers. So 6, 12, 18, and 24, and I'm going to stop there for now. Then I'm going to go to my 4s. I'm going to do 4, 8, 12, 16, and I'm going to stop because I've noticed that I have 12 appear in both sets of multiples. So that's my least common multiple. So now I know that my denominator is going to change to 12. Now, how do I figure out what goes on top of each fraction now? So I'm going to look at how many times did it take me to multiply by 6 or to skip count by 6 in order to get to 12. 6 times 1, 2 is 12. So that means if I multiplied my denominator by 2, I also have to multiply my numerator by 2. So now instead of 5, 6, I now have 10 12s. I'm going to do the same thing with 4. If I look back at how many times I skip counted or multiplied, 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12. So since I multiplied my denominator by 3, I also have to multiply my numerator by 3. Now I have 9 12s instead of 3/4. Now I can add them together. So 10 12s plus 9 12s is going to give me 19 12s. Now, that is what is called an improper fraction, and we cannot leave the improper fraction that way. We have to change that into a mixed number. So the way we do that is we look at how many parts we have for the whole. In this case, because our denominator is 12, that is how many parts we have. So we want to look at how many groups of 12 can we take out of the 19 pieces. I can take one group of 12 out of 19. So I'm going to subtract 12 12s, which is going to come over and make one whole because I have one whole complete part. I like to think of it as pizza. So I have a pizza, it's cut into 12 slices, and I ate 12 of those 12 slices. I ate the whole thing. Now, there were some extra pieces there, and that's where the 19 comes in. Now, after subtracting the 12 12 from 19 12s, that's going to leave me with 7 12s. That part is going to come down, and I'm going to add that to my whole number. So what that is saying is, instead of saying 19 12s, it's now saying that I have one whole pizza and 7 slices of another pizza. 1 and 7 12s. That is a mixed number, and that is how we finalize our answer. So going back, 10 12s plus 9 12s equals 1 and 7 12s. And that is how we solve addition with fractions, changing them to have the same denominator. Parents, I hope this was helpful for you. If you still have any questions or anything relating to this, please feel free to leave a comment, send me an inbox message. And as always, if there are other strategies that you are having a difficult time with and that you would like some assistance with, please feel free to let me know. As always, I'm here to help you help your child become a better math student. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you next time.